So I just looked at the infamous Sonic Jurassic Hog the movie, and I just noticed it had like 209 views. That is crazy. Last time I checked on it, it had like 98 views. And then I got on it today to see how it was because I wanted to make a video on it. And I look on it and I see it has freaking 209 views. I'm like, what? That is crazy. Like people 209 people actually watched this. Like that's crazy. I mean, I enjoy the support. I really do like that the support for it and all, but the question is in 2018, do I like this video? Well, that is a tough question. Because you see, there is a lot that I do not like about this video, and there is some things that I can kind of appreciate. Now, if you guys want to see an actual review of this video, go check out Skull Critic. It's not a full, but it's kind of a review. I don't know why I didn't get to really finish it. Um, but it was what it was, and it was like 20 something minutes, I think. Um, but man, Jurassic Hog. Oh boy. Um, what do I say? What do I say? Do I like this or do I not like it? I think for the most part, I don't like it. Um, I don't like most of it, but there are some things that I actually do like about it. And one thing I can actually say that I do like about it is that it's well, actually no. No, that's not correct. One thing I really don't like, and this was pointed out in Skull Critic's video as well, and that is the premise of the movie is so silly and goofy, yet it takes itself so ungodly serious. And I don't know why. I didn't think to like make this as just a little lighthearted. I don't know why. I thought this Sonic the Hedgehog video has to be as serious as possible because that's the one thing Sonic is, right? He's super serious. And man, I that's one thing I don't like is the fact that it takes itself way too seriously. But in a way, I kind of appreciate the cheesiness of it. I mean, it is very, very cheesy, and I think that's another reason why I'm not proud of it. Because the thing is that I'm not terribly proud of this, and there's a very small part of me that actually kind of likes this in a way. So that's why I'm kind of like torn because the Skull Critic video was very, very harsh on it, but it is cheesy. It is very cheesy. And I think I think that I appreciate the cheesiness just a little bit. I don't know why. I don't know why. Some of it I can't stand at all, but some of it I can kind of just let slip by. Like, okay, that was a little cringy, but it was a little silly as well. So, yeah, I'm also not a huge fan of my performance in this this movie, well, okay, it's not a movie. It's what this used to be. This used to be like a show, a quote unquote show. And what I did was one day I thought, okay, so I have a genius idea. Instead of making everyone uh, watch all of them, why don't I just make them watch all of them? And when I say watch all of them, I mean like in episodes, because these were like 11-minute episodes. So I was like, okay, let's just combine all 10 episodes and make a movie out of this. And at the time, I thought it was a really good idea. And mainly it was because, like, the day before I thought of that, I just figured out that, oh, hey, look, I can combine clips and videos and stuff. How cool would it be if I combined the Jurassic Hog videos into one big video? And again, at the time, I thought it was a good idea. And it's one of the longest. Well, actually, I don't know if it's one of the longest, but it's definitely up there. It's a very long video. It's like an hour or so. So at least it's short. It's not like, thank God, it's not like 2 hours or 3 hours long. But man, for this video only being an hour long, it feels so much longer. And it's okay. It's not just an hour. It's not just an hour. It's more than an hour, but it's not 2 hours. But it's it feels like it goes on forever, and it feels like at some point it just kind of starts repeating itself after a while, and it's just God, I don't know, man. Um, so going back to what I said about my performance, um, I'm not particularly proud of my performance. Actually, I don't think I even said anything about my performance. That might have been in a clip I was recording earlier. I don't know. But it's probably not going to say anything about a performance, and I'm just saying, hey, let's talk about my performance. But yeah, let's talk about my performance. I am not particularly proud of my performance. There are times where it's okay. Uh, like the stuff with like okay, so when I'm acting for Sonic, Shadow, Silver, Knuckles, all those guys, it's all right. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not terribly cringy. There's not a whole lot of like one-liners and stuff like that. Um, which I'm actually kind of surprised that there wasn't, because back then I totally could have done it, but nope, nope. Sonic has to be this serious drama, right? So, yeah, but when I say I'm not proud of my performance, I mean like, so this is based off Jurassic Park, obviously, since there's Jurassic in the title. And in Jurassic Park, people get eaten, people get killed by dinosaurs, and people tend to usually scream when they get killed. Not always, but most of the time. And the first couple of deaths in this movie are so freaking cringy. They're so cringeworthy. It's like a whisper yell. Like when I'm yelling for them, is so bad, dude. It's so bad, dude. Oh my god. Like it's basically like I just said. It's a whisper scream. So it's like, no, don't eat me, like it's like that. And there's a reason why that's the case. There's an actual reason why that is the case. And the reason for that is because of the fact that my brother was home. And I would usually film these when my parents weren't home, or if they weren't in the same room as me. And I still do that to this very day. Like if I'm going to shoot a video on the PlayStation, if I'm going to film an episode of Detroit or Nether or Rise of the Nether or Black Mask, anything like that, or RFW, uh, usually what I'll do is I'll wait for my parents to leave because I'm super embarrassed to make videos with them around me because I don't know, I don't like it. And so what I would do is that I would usually either A, wait for them to leave, or B, um, I would just do it when they're in the living room or something. And that's kind of why I would like whisper scream because I didn't want to scream like in my heart at the time. In my heart I wanted to scream. But I couldn't because the first episode that I filmed my brother was actually home in his room and I didn't want to yell, so I would like freak him out. That I'm not much of a yeller anyway, as most of my videos prove that. But it's it's so cringy. Like I couldn't even if I like filled it in, not filled in. What's the correct term for that? What is it? If I put in a scream, like if I recorded a screen on something, or not a screen. Are you freaking kidding me? I said a screen. I meant to say a scream. Sorry. Okay, so if I filmed a scream and then just like put it in there, I don't think I would be nearly as embarrassed because at least that's kind of somewhat okay, I guess. I mean, I'm sure it would probably still be bad, but you know, still. But it's it's just it's bad. Like um I'm pretty sure the death sounds got a little better, but like there's a part in one of the scenes is where Mario is just randomly walking around and he just gets eaten out of nowhere and is the most hilariously bad thing I have ever watched. And it's so bad. He's just like, woohoo, it's me, Mario. Ah, like, like that's so terrible. Why would I do that? And it was supposed to be an eerie scene too, because there's a part where after Sonic and Shadow, after they escape the T-Rex, they find Mario's hat. It's supposed to be Mario's hat, but you can clearly see that it's still attached to the stuffed animal. And it's just, oh my god, dude, it is so bad. Like I gripe on the death sounds all the time, but that Mario scene though. Here, I'll actually show you the Mario scene here real quick. Hold on. Okay, here it comes.
Yeah, it's me, Mario. What is that? Oh, no, Mario's not ready to die. Mario's not ready to.
Oh my god, dude, that's so terrible. Okay, what I will say is that in terms of like quality and stuff like that, like in terms of like ideas and camera work, the it gets better. It gets better. I mean, this was back when I was still using a phone to record a lot of stuff, and when I would pause, because anytime I would cut, I would have to pause. There was a pause button, and every time I'd pause it, I would think it through, and then I would do it. And apparently, if you pause too much, the audio will kind of start going off sync with the actual video. And so there are times, a lot of times in this movie, where the audio will just kind of like go unsync. It will unsync itself, and it's a little distracting at times, especially since there's like a lot of cuts in this movie. There's a lot of cuts. And, well, okay, this clip that I'm actually showing you right now, this is like one of the shots that I'm actually kind of proud of. Like, that's actually a pretty decent shot. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually pretty decent. Um, Especially since most of the time it's just them sitting around doing nothing. But I will admit that has to be like the only good shot in the entire movie. I'm sure there's probably some decent ones in there as well, but like there's not a whole lot of them. A lot of them are just the same, pretty much. Ugh. And there's that Mario thing. Yeah, this is freaking hilarious. Um, but yeah, so it kind of gets a little better, but then the ending is super cheesy. And okay, it's not just the end. It's cheesy throughout the entire thing. It's cheesy throughout the entire thing, but it's just the beginning is really cheesy, and then I guess at the end it's less cheesy and a little more cringy. Um, but later on down the line, I introduced the storyline where Doctor Eggman he hires a jet and this group of soldiers, and they basically what do they do? Oh yeah, I forgot what they do. Um, so what they do is that they I just forgot again. Okay, they hunt dinosaurs. That's what they do, or well, that's what Eggman wants. Eggman wants these dinosaurs because he knows they're on this island, this quote unquote island, because it's actually just my house. So yeah, what Eggman wants is that he wants Jet and this group of soldiers to hunt dinosaurs for him on this island. It's quote unquote island. Like I don't know, but like he wants these dinosaurs, and it's basically a it's basically a gigantic ripoff of Hoskins' plan in Jurassic World, which came out in 2015. And what Hoskins' plan was in that movie was he wanted to he wanted to get the raptors so they could become military use, so they could use them for military purposes. And what Eggman wants is that he wants these dinosaurs so he can use them to like conquer the world. And it's such a dumb plan. It's such a dumb plan, but at the same time, that's like really the only like the cheesy cartoony thing about this is Eggman's plan. Because you got like these super serious talks, like Sonic's telling Knuckles that he's got a daughter back at home, and him and Amy are together, and then it's this super deep conversation. The next thing you know, hey, Eggman wants these dinosaurs so he can take over the world. Like I don't know, it's such a tone shift, man. It's such a tone shift, and that's what it should have been. Like it's the only cartoony thing that's remotely uh, Sonic. Like I'm gonna use these dinosaurs to take over the world. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like I am saying I don't know a lot, and that's because really I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel about this. Like it was back in 2016. You know, I'm a changed man, and you know I'm obviously a lot more mature now than I was back then. But you know, I gotta say, as much as I don't like this movie, I can't say that it wasn't fun to do because even though I don't like it now, I will still admit this was pretty fun to do. It was really fun to do. Like this was the longest running show at the time. It lasted 12 episodes, and it was proud. I was proud. I was proud of that. And I mean, I don't know why, but still, it was. at that time for me it was a proud achievement for it to be the longest running show on the channel. And that just goes to show you where my mind was back then. But, I'm not too overly proud of it, but I'll accept it for what it is. And the fact that it's getting like 200 views now, that's insane. That is honestly really insane. But yeah, as much as I make fun of it and as much as I don't like it, there's a small part of me that does kind of appreciate it. Because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have something to make fun of. I wouldn't have something on my channel to make fun of. Well, okay, actually, I take that back. There is a lot of things on my channel that I could make fun of, but this one in particular, I find myself both hating on and making fun of it because it's just fun to do that. Because it's so fun to just pick apart the whole thing. Like it's fun. And who knows? Maybe one day I'll actually go back and watch the entire thing at my own despair. Um, I might actually show my girlfriend. This just came to mind. I might show Haley. This I might actually show her this. That or maybe I'll get her to watch it herself. I don't know, but I want her to see it. I want her to see what it is that I do not like about this, and I want her to experience it with me or without me. I just want her to share the same experience with me. If anything, she'll probably be more like, what? Like, like she'll be super confused on what's going on. I guarantee it. But it'll be so funny. It'll be so entertaining. Man, I I guess that's really all I have left to say. Like all I have left to say is, if you want to watch, if you want to watch this video, go ahead. There's nothing wrong with watching it. I actually like the fact that it's getting views now. Like I really like that. I was not expecting it to get to 200, let alone like in the 90s. But thank you for that. Thank you for getting that to that high amount of views. Like that's crazy to me. But as much as I do hate on it, I don't have a problem with anyone watching it. Like if you want to watch it, go ahead. If you want to, if you're bored and you want something to make fun of and laugh at, watch this video. I give you full privilege. I give you permission. I give you all the permission in the world to make fun of it. Trust me, I do. I really do. Um, but yeah, I guess that's my little rant on Sonic Jurassic Hog. So yeah, I guess that's all I got. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I'll see you later. Goodbye.